And y'all see the title 64 shots in 10 seconds? Oh my lord, how you die like that? How do you,
Betrayal and
what?
brutal wars defined his life, and at just 21, the streets claimed him. This is the story behind the rise, the reign, and the deadly fall of KT's Vaughn. The story of KTS Vaughn, also known as Cutthroat the Smoker. He was born Devin Davis on December 1, 1993 in Chicago, Illinois.
The smoker. Man, your real name is Devin, boy. You you was raised in a good home.
He grew up with three brothers, Dre, Vinny, and KJ. Vinny was his full brother, while Dre and KJ were half brothers. He also had a sister who lived outside Chicago. Unlike many kids from the city's rough neighborhoods, both his parents were present during his childhood. His father went by Vinny and his mother was Lania.
What he said, and Clarence parents have a real good marriage. Man, you be coming from happy homes.
His father was a gangster disciple, so it was expected that all four brothers would follow the same path, even though the east side was dominated by Stones, Lords, and Bealeys. Devin had several cousins, including Zico from 51 Young Money, who was killed in 2008. The person later convicted of that murder, Aki from THF 46, tried to flee the city but was quickly caught by the FBI. Devin's father was deeply involved in gang life, though the full extent remains unclear. Big Vinny was killed a year after his son KTS Vaughn. The shooter, Devin E. Murray from the Eastside SETI block, an ally of KTS, approached a parked car on the 6600 block of South Michigan Avenue in Park Manor. Vinny was sitting with a 22-year-old woman. Murray fired 5 rounds into Vinny and 3 into the woman. Vinny died at
And he shot the dot too. And they shooting dots, boy. And what you expect when you got a target tattooed on your neck? Look at this. All you gotta do is aim right at that thing, bro. What? Like that's the dumbest tattoo I ever seen in my life.
the scene, but the woman survived. 2 witnesses, including one in the
No
back
wonder why
seat,
you got hit with
identified
60
Murray,
of them,
leading to
boy.
his arrest and conviction for murder and attempted murder. KTS Vaughn was the youngest brother, with Dre being the oldest. All 4 took the criminal route, starting with Dre due to his age and the others following. Their father's lifestyle made it seem normal. They all became gangster disciples and hung around 75th and Cottage Grove, the core KTS territory. That's where Vaughn shot the music video for his best known track, Kill to Survive. Dre initially claimed Lakeside, while Vaughn and Vinny started with Enoch and Vice Lords before switching to KTS GDs. Vaughn came up alongside figures like KTS Rio, Posto from Lakeside, Ronimo, Moose Block, Pac Migo from Pocketown, and Deanie G from Pocketown. By 2008 to 2009, Vaughn and his brothers were active in the streets as young teens, surrounded by friends in their life. Around
That's exactly
2010,
when it started
Vaughn
too.
began robbing and fighting regularly. In 2011, he robbed No Limit Greg and started carrying guns, firing at NLMB and Sircon City gangsters,
Well, Herbo said, who gonna be there to raise Lil Greg?
KTS's primary rivals. That same year, he claimed his first life. KTS began as a coalition of Lakeside GDs, Pocketown, and 75 Vice Lords, but it evolved into its own set centered on 75th and Cottage. The alliance has mostly dissolved. Now it's mainly KTS and D-Block operating separately there. KTS is a small faction but packed with active members and tied to several others. Small size means easier targeting of larger enemies, but leaves them vulnerable financially and to extinction. Larger set, like NLMB, had more resources, older members generating income, and support from figures like Lil Bibby and G Herbo, plus better structure for teaching the trade. KTS's key allies include E-Block, Pocketown, Lakeside, Black Mob, Death Row, and MTG 79. Pocketown is large, profitable, and dangerous, with members like Lil Les, who has multiple kills, started Drove City and Joro City, and is incarcerated until 2030. Lakeside is smaller, like Black Mob, and produced Postal, Often dissed by G Herbo, both have skilled members still active, such as Shawty Hit from Black Mob, who took out One Eye, Molly, and Richie Rich from NLMB, plus Jock and Diddy Bop from ABK, and was involved in the deaths of C-Mo, Pistol P, and Lil Vaughn for NLMB.
Damn, it's like he the only one sliding. He what?
Death Row is compact but aggressive toward NLMB recently. MTG79 is solid, lucrative, and responsible for Capo's death, with all involved still free. KTS's chief opponents are NLMB, ABK, and Sircon City
600.
Gangsters, plus various smaller groups. NLMB dating back to the 1980s is massive, with endless members in every role, and backed by rappers like Lil Bibby, CEO Now, and G Herbo for weapons and funds. They've lost countless people, but retained key figures like Molly, Moneski, Cairo, Crazy James, Juvie, Doo-Wop, Wet Money, and Merch Money, all with kills. Internal cliques create mixed relations. Some are tied to Sircon City or 51 Young Money through family, like No Limit G Slim, Uncle to Melly and Wu, who align with 51 Heavy, while others like Doo-Wop, Mally, Moneski, and Wet M Up feud with 51 due to proximity to THF 46 and 300. ABK, based on 73rd and Coles, is established with many capable members. They executed Shooter Shells brutally, alternating face shots in retaliation for his similar treatment of Yogi, who had killed Shells' brother Scoops while Shells was incarcerated. ABK primarily clashes with Lakeside and Black Mob. Sircon City Gangsters on 74th and 75th in Dorchester is another long-standing large set. Theories vary on who killed KTS Von, with several groups claiming it due to his impact on the east side.
Of course, everybody wants that body.
On April 9, 2011, Von claimed his first victim. Michael Lee, known as Gotti, 23, was in his vehicle on the 5500 block of South King Drive late at night. A car approached and Von fired a single headshot. Gotti succumbed at the hospital. His affiliates renamed their area Gotti World. Von and others taunted him on social media and in music, including shirts reading, "Don't Go Gotti."
Don't go Gotti.
Von has been mislabeled a psychopath by some, but he wasn't. Many in Chicago exhibit extreme behavior shaped by environment rather than innate traits. People who've known him describe a regular guy, exposed to trauma too early and bad influences. He was undeniably a ruthless killer, robber, and violent figure with no value for life, but not the cartoon villain some portray.
That sound like a cartoon villain to me. Shit, that's about as close to as you gonna get.
After Gotti, Von targeted Sircon City, Gotti World, and NLMB throughout 2011. His next kills came together on February.
Man, that's too many beefs for me, bro. You can't even move around your city. You can't even leave your neighborhood. What? Like I gotta go up the street to the grocery store. I can't even make it. Wasn't even no DoorDash back then. Like how am I gonna get to the store? Now I gotta send a runner and do this and that. You can't even get no haircut. What? Man, why would you want to live like this, bro? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Why would you want to live like this?
20, 2012. NLMB members gathered outside a liquor store on the 2500 block of East 79th Street near Essex Avenue. A vehicle arrived and Von fired a Tech 9 into the group. Rock and Alamo were struck multiple times and died immediately. Rock while fleeing into the store, Alamo outside. 4 others were hit but survived, including G Herbo, No Limit Wet M Up, and Pharaoh. The area was chaotic with blood, bullet damage, and stretchers removing.
Wait. G Herbo got shot before? Whoa. Did I just hear that right? No, I gotta look this up. What? I didn't even know that he did. Damn, I gotta do my homework.
The wounded and deceased. Gregory Alamo Glenzie, 57, was a father of 4 who had just left dinner to shop. Family insisted he was uninvolved, but he mentored younger NLMB members in street activities and had his own history. G Herbo referenced him in East Side Story. Still F the Ops Crazy RIP Alamo. Jamal Rock Harris, 19, was a popular shooter like Kobe, and LMB honored him with Rock Block. This led to the October 24, 2012 incident captured in the YouTube video No Lack in Part 3. Von, KTS Trey, Posto, and others confronted No Limit's Kobe, K-Ro, Moody, and another at a restaurant. Trey demanded K-Ro disrespect Rock. When he refused, Trey punched and broke his jaw.
Broke his jaw in the McDonald's. I seen that one. Then you put it in a music video is crazy work. Once again, if you got ops that want you dead, why is you in the McDonald's? Like you wasn't even in the drive-through, bro. You was in the main lobby. No wonder why you got your jaw broke.
Moody
You
emerged armed
needed
from the
that one.
restroom. KTS fled to the area, pursued by armed NLMB members firing automatics and handguns. Posto was shot in the arm. Everyone scattered except Vaughn, who laughed, ran, and recorded. G Herbo addressed it in his 2015 track, Vacated, Part 3, with Smoke to Dawn, dissing deceased Lakeside and Black Mob members before referencing the video. YouTube, the No Lackin' 3 video. Yeah, a few of them gone, all of them gone, though KTS Trey survived. Vaughn thrived on such chaos. KTS had a reputation for members mistreating women. Rio was in a volatile relationship, physically abusive despite interventions from figures like King Vaughn. KT's Vaughn himself assaulted women multiple times, spitting on one for playing G Herbo, slapping another for quietly mentioning deceased friend Ronnie Moe, claiming she didn't know him. He also disrespected Fazo's mother, who was raped and killed while pregnant. His actions showed complete lack of boundaries.
Damn.
From 2012 to 2015, Vaughn and his group dominated NLMB, who struggled while holding against Lakeside, MTG, and Pocket Town. Black Mob and KTS inflicted daily pressure. NLMB warred with much
Daily
of the East
pressure,
Side,
boy. They was
as
putting
Lil
that
Bibby
belt
noted in an
down.
intro about constant shootings. Vaughn, Shorty Hit, and Shooter Shells did the most harm. About a week after the restaurant incident on October 29, Vaughn and brother Vinny waited outside Carlos Big Los Alexandra's home on the 7900 block of South Escanaba Avenue. Carlos, 33, a respected NLMB father of 4, was returning from buying a newspaper and coffee. They shot him multiple times in the back as he approached. He died and they escaped on foot. Chow.
You cannot be serious, bro. Like, do these niggas not believe that this beef is real? Like, y'all must think y'all got a shield or something. Like, y'all invincible. Like, y'all in passive mode. This is not GTA. Ain't no passive mode, bruh. You going to get a coffee like you in the suburbs.
Childhood friend
Tripping.
Leonard Thomas, who knew him since age 7, emphasized Carlos' family focus and non-street life as adults. Though they shared fond memories, his death hit hard. Leonard missed work for days. Like members of THF, 51, or STL Blocks, NLMB and KTS often communicated via FaceTime, appearing friendly despite lethal intent. Surreal to outsiders unfamiliar with the dynamics.
He was trolling bad.
Seeking payback for the armed shooting and especially Lolo's death from Lakeside, Vaughn and Postal hunted NLMB. On April 4, 2013, Lolo and a companion walked the 2700 block of East 80th Street. Mad Max, C-Money, and G Herbo approached. Max shot Lolo in the chest. Herbo hit the friend in the ankle. The bullet ravaged Lolo's internals. He died at Northwestern
They
Memorial
said G
Hospital
Herbo was
at
getting
7:04 p.m.
active. Do y'all
Lakeside
homework on G Herbo getting really active.
renamed their area Lolo World. Before retaliating for Lolo, Vaughn claimed another on May 25, 2013. Cruising
Man,
Circle
he
in Sydney,
catching
they spotted
real
Pharaoh, who
real
had dissed Ronnie Moe
leads.
and was himself a killer. Pharaoh, adopted at age 2, was taking trash for his 82-year-old father, E-Body Denard. Vaughn exited the vehicle and fired 8 headshots, leaving little recognizable. Pharaoh died at
What? 8 headshots? Did y'all hear that? He gave his ass 8 headshots. That's a camo on Call of Duty.
At 9:30 p.m. on the 7300 block of South Dorchester Avenue. Family denied gang motives, highlighting his love for rap, basketball, and normal teen activities. A month later, Von tweeted mockingly about Pharaoh from Sarkhan, new name Fried Face. On June 19, Pharaoh's ex confronted him online, calling him disrespectful and threatening no funeral. Von replied detailing the face shots, escalating the cruelty. This pattern grieving families affects parents, friends, witnesses, and extends citywide, as seen in other cases.
Damn, I tweaked. I added Pharaoh, but his face fried and shit. He can't add me back. LOL. Boy, that is disrespectful to know. It.
Like King Von's tweets or similar disses. On August 10, 2013, revenge for Lolo came. Jacoby Kobe Heron from the 7900 block of South Oglesby Avenue was killed outside of McDonald's on the 2400 block of East 79th Street at 4:02 a.m., same location as the earlier video. Kobe had partied and died.
They just caught y'all at this McDonald's, so y'all go back to the same McDonald's and get dropped. That shit don't make no sense.
With Herbo, Cairo, and others, he declined a ride home. Walking nearby, a car with Von, Rio, driving, and Postal pulled up. Von fired into his body, Postal exited and delivered headshots. Herbo and others rushed, armed but too late. Kobe, well liked and close to many, including Herbo, Cairo, Maneski, Rock, Bibby, and Capo, was a shooter but not confirmed killer. He became legendary posthumously. Herbo's album Ballin', Like I'm Kobe, and tracks like Sacrifice memorialized the 4 a.m. loss. LMB struck back swiftly on November 23. Postal released November 18 was targeted. Tyshawn Postal Anderson was in a hallway on the 2700 block of East 80th Street near 11:05 p.m. Crazy James and Mad Max rushed and shot him in the head. He died at Northwestern at 11:50 p.m. Families described the joyful teen into electronics, gaming, and turning his life around. In 2013, Vaughn killed 2 bystanders during slides on Sircon City and NLMB. Details scarce.
Oh man, he another one that ain't got no aim.
Without hesitation. Over 3 years, 8 confirmed kills, possibly more. Rivals despised him, flooding his socials with taunts. In 2014, they nearly succeeded. Vaughn was incarcerated early, released mid-year. Crazy James and others caught him walking with a companion, shot him near the heart, and fled. He survived weeks of surgery.
Why y'all be walking outside? Like, I swear, bro, it ain't too hard to survive in Chicago, bro. You just gotta use your fucking noggin.
Vaughn feuded broadly, especially after THF 46 killed cousin Zyko, extending hate to 600 and O Block for mockery, though he knew it wasn't KTS's fight. And Limby's ties to them via Doo-Wop and Capo, who shot Prince Cutthroat, then taunted from O Block, fueled it. KTS briefly visited those areas, minor incidents, no major war. Like descriptions of others who overdid it online and in the streets, Von's excess built too many enemies. His end came June 23, 2015.
Y'all hear that? All that damn dissing gonna catch up with you.
3 theories surround his death on the 7500 block of South Ellis Avenue at 2:05 p.m. He walked alone, heavily intoxicated. A vehicle approached, 1 or 2 exited, firing multiple body.
They just shot you while you was walking. So what's your next step? Go walk while you drunk? I think he just trying to see what he can get away with at this point. It's no wonder why you got hit.
Headshot.